Igor, you and I shall be at the very heart of a scientific enterprise that will change the world. We shall create a life out of death.
Okay, guys, very nice to meet you and have you here in Mexico. My first question is, how's working with each other?
It was great. You know, we had, I think James and I both kind of cut from the same cloth in terms of like how we approach the work, and we're not particularly like precious. We both got a sense of humor about ourselves. There's not like, so we can, you know, it was very easy going from the start. And I think we both realized that, you know, when we realized that we were on the same page in terms of what we wanted out of the scenes and what we knew we were trying to achieve with the tone of the movie, from then on it was just like, let's get on and do it.
Nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like in the screen it works like a bromance, and it works finally. I think it works and has the movie going so smooth. That was on the script of Max Landis, or that was something that you just put it on?
No, I think it's there, but we maybe pushed it further. I mean, yeah, it was always the central relationship in this film, and sort of the twist, if you like, on this film than on other Frankenstein stories, is that the main relationship is not between Victor and the monster, it's between Victor and Igor. And in a way, Igor is much a creation of Victor in this film as any of the monsters that he makes. But yeah, it was, and from my point of view, the story is about trying to get on an equal footing with Victor in that relationship. So yeah, I feel like it was very much there in the script, and then we just took it and ran with it as much as we could.
Yeah, definitely. Nailed it.
Both have worked on theater a lot and in very classical things. How was this approach on this Mary Shelley story, but in a different way?
It felt like it had, it's set in a bygone era, but it's even then it's not set in Mary Shelley's time. It's set in the Industrial Revolution in Great Britain, which she wrote at all. So even then you're updating. But I think what Max did interestingly was inject it with a very modern energy and a modern sort of approach to advancement in science, and also a modern reaction to science and its advancements, you know, which is quite often a sort of a horror at the fact that we're doing anything at all.
Since you saw the trailer in movie theaters, you seem like this is not a common story of Victor Frankenstein, because you get the trailer and there's the Doors sounding on the music.
Is the Doors in the
Is it
trailer?
in the trailer?
What?
That's awesome. I did not know.
Yeah, it's a different version of People Are Stranger.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah, and when you see the movie, it works finally so fine that it doesn't jump at all. How do you feel that this representation of Victor Frankenstein works on modern times?
I think that in modern times we still have those figures who are pushing back the scientific boundaries and facing a lot of opposition to doing what they're doing. And yet, you know, every time we make scientific leaps, we seem to revolutionize the way we live our lives, and we all seem to love it. Of course, there are bad things about science too, and we've done bad things with those advancements. But I think that's what makes him vital, and what makes him current and modern and relevant, is the fact that that figure, that archetypal figure of the mad scientist exists in this world today, and we are at once in love with them and scared of them.
Which version of Frankenstein do you prefer? This one that
Yeah, James, this one. Oh,
this one where he plays Igor better than you've ever seen before, and where I play Victor Frankenstein
in a totally new way.
Finally,
it's going to blow your mind.
How he's meant to be played. Yeah.
Okay, my question was, which one person do you prefer? The classic one where the story goes like the mad scientist and the monster, or the scientist that goes mad with like the best friend, it's Igor?
Well, in the book originally, he goes mad anyway. He's mad from the beginning, and you don't really know why. He just is. And then he goes and takes a vacation and gets all kind of chilled out halfway through, and the story kind of transfers over to the monster. I prefer this because it doesn't let the character off the hook, and also it's about us relating all the time, whereas Victor and the monster sort of exist independently. They consider each other, but they don't really cross in each other's worlds that much. Whereas this, I feel like the central relationship is the thing that helps the audience explore the story like all the way.
Absolutely.
There's a great message in the movie that it's like love for the family. There's like hints in all the movie that are leading that way. Do you feel that it's better that the movies have a sense of messages like this?
I mean, I think every film should have a point to make or should know what it wants to say, even if it's not, you know, saying it explicitly. Like, I don't think there's a moment where we like take the audience, sit them down and say, right, this is the point of the film, and if you're not getting this out of it, then you may not as well have come. Like, I feel like we just tell the story, and the great thing about an audience is that they do half the work. Like, it's not just what you present to them, it's what you present means to them. So I've forgotten where I was going with this.
No, it's good. So I think you were going to say, like, so we don't want to tell you what the point of the film is.
Right, exactly. Yeah, basically, like, we don't want to hit you over the head with it. We just want people to discover what they think the point is.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's enough for the movie. Can I ask a couple of questions, each one for you?
We'll see.
And let's see if you can answer them. First, James, have you seen anything of Apocalypse?
No, I've not seen anything, unfortunately.
How was it working with Brian again?
Yeah, good, really good. You know, there's a familiar relationship there now with all the actors and with Brian and our amazing producers Hutch and Simon. So yeah, it's nice. It's like, it feels like getting back to work rather than starting work when you go in those movies, you know.
Okay, and Daniel, I saw a bit, well, not a bit, an interview you did with, I think, Vogue. You were talking about your favorite movie, I mean, your favorite cartoonist, South Park.
Yeah.
Any chances of doing something there?
If they asked me to, yeah, absolutely.
In a heartbeat.
Absolutely jump at the chance. If Matt Stone and Trey Parker ever phoned me up and said, "Do you want to do this ridiculous thing?" I would fly myself there. I'd absolutely jump at it.
What's your favorite chapter?
My favorite episode, one of them is, there's a lot, but there's one called The Biggest Douche in the Universe, which is about TV psychics and kind of exposing them. And I think it's just a really clever takedown of that.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
I was really expecting a Fantastic Beasts question, and I got a South Park question.